We're talking big. We're talking bad. We're talking big, bad sleepers. Not as in bad as in they're terrible at play. We're talking bad sleepers. Anyway, there's my joke of the day, guys. I'm trying to be humorous here today as I'm giving you information that's actually going to help you guys win. Big, bad sleepers. I got 5 of them here for you. Now, there is a ton of sleepers this year, a ton of value, a ton of potential breakouts that the consensus are sleeping on. And you're saying, well, Joe, why do you keep throwing that word out, consensus? It's because that's how everybody drafts on. They draft predicated on ADP and cookie cutter rankings, copy and paste from last year. That's not what you get here if you're new to the channel. So important, guys. I'm the only one paving the way to victory for you guys. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up. And you're seeing the energy here. I'm going to be bringing the energy the entire season. So smash the thumbs up. You guys show me the lion mentality smash of the thumbs up right now. I appreciate it. Helps a lot because, again, I'm here and my mission is here for you guys to actually win your league. So going to be delivering on a high level. I want to go over more sleepers with you, particularly there's a lot of rookie sleepers, but I wanted to limit it to 5 today because I want to keep dispersing this information as we go. So make sure you guys do subscribe, thumbs up, and drop a comment below. Let me know who you think is a big, bad sleeper this year and you're excited about. So bring the energy, guys. Fantasy's back. The NFL schedule has been released. A lot of hype going on. We are full flow fantasy football. And again, before we get into this, guys, after you smash thumbs up and you drop a sleeper below, secure the 16-round draft solution. This is the game changer. Sleepers, breakouts, all the sleepers, all the breakouts. Optimal players drafted in each round, dynasty, and more. Video training notes, everything, guys. Mock drafts done for you. I do the research. 16 rounds. Use code WIN to save. The link here below. Okay, guys? Or head on over to thefantasyfootballaccounts.com if you're in the car. And, of course, join the Fantasy Front Lines where it's a community. Waiver wire starts and says the in-season and all year round. The Fantasy Front Lines for exclusive videos from myself. Also linked below. All right, let's talk about the first sleeper, the big bad sleeper. Let's go. Let's dive into it. And again, there's so much value this year at so many positions. I wanted to pick 5. And again, I didn't want to limit it to just rookies, okay? Or just second year or, third year players or whatever. I wanted to just do a mixed bag here for you guys. And these guys jumped out at me particularly, okay? First one here. All right, and I guess he is a sleeper. The guy I'm talking about is Damian Pierce, sitting 21st amongst running back rankings. This guy could easily finish as a top 10 running back. Yes, the offense is suspect, but this entire offense from the Texans is entirely being slept on. I mean, we're talking, we don't really know who the wide receiver one is. Some people say Robert Woods. Some people say Nico Collins. Some say the rookie Tank Dell or John Mitchell coming off his unfortunate news with the cancer last year. I hope he comes back healthy. I'm hearing he's getting back into it. And we're going to have to see who rookie CJ Stroud is going to throw to. But a lot of question marks. But either way, there's a lot of sleepers on the Texans in general. But one solid anchor on that team, and probably as of right now on paper, the best player on the team is Damian Pierce, who is the staple on their team. And the team did not go and get another running back, which is great news for Damian Pierce, who's sitting number 1 atop the depth chart. And I'm telling you guys, Damian Pierce is primed for a big season. Now, he had a high ankle sprain at the end of the season last year, which kind of fudged with his numbers last year. But we're talking 220 attempts, 939 yards, 4.3 yards per carry, and 4 touchdowns on the ground in his rookie season on a completely suspect offense last year, trying to figure out their identity with Davis Mills. They had no wide receivers. He was a focal point of the defensive strategy to stop the run. And he still ran hard and he still played good. And the only person they brought there is Devin Singletary. Singletary sucks. Now, he can be a pest near the goal line. He can catch some balls here and there, but he literally is a pest. So I think I know Damian Pierce is the workhorse guy, and you are getting value at running back. Now, this is that year where I may kind of pull back from the robust RB strategy because I can get value like Damian Pierce later, including another rookie running back that I like here that you can get super late. So maybe we kind of back off. I'm just putting the 16-round draft solution together now. The first version of it's coming out in about a week. I'm going to pull back a little bit from the robust RB strategy because you can get, like I said, Damian Pierce a little later on other talent. But either way, guy's powerful, the guy's ultra elusive, and the guy's a big-time sleeper, 21st amongst running backs. and you're getting an RB1. And that's the beauty of it. So Damian Pierce is a no-brainer to me to stash on your rosters, get him on your team as an RB. Yes, you're looking at it here if you're watching the video as an RB3 with RB1 upside. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. He's big, he's bad, and he's an RB sleeper. All right, let's go. Let's keep going here. Number 2, let's talk about another running back since we're on the momentum of running backs here. The next guy I'm talking about, and you can sense the energy here because I feel it. I just know there's so much value that the Chiefs just won't be seeing, and we're going to be light years ahead of the competition. That's why it's important to smash the thumbs up, guys. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys are subscribed to this #1 fantasy football podcast. The energy is here, and it's coming to you all year round. All right, so show me the energy back. I'm giving it to you. You guys give me back the energy here. Thumbs up, comment, make it interactive, follow. Make sure you guys get 16 rounds. Let's go, guys. The Chiefs just won't know what hit them. Number 2 here. Let's go. Tank Bigsby is the guy. 6 foot, 208 pounds. This is a guy that the Jacksonville Jaguars drafted relatively high. I think he's like a 3rd round pick. This is a guy that they believe in. Now, this is something that maybe we don't know, but ATN was supposed to be the workhorse guy. I personally am not an ATN fan. He's one of those running backs that I just don't like. I'm not sold on. He's kind of like the running, he's just not a guy I believe in. He's part of the anti-counselor, line mentality kind of player because his rookie year, he was out all season, gone. And then second year, very inconsistent. And he had a lot of ball drops and he just wasn't, there's a lot of games where he just like 3.2 points, 0. He had a game where he had like 0.3 points. Ridiculous. That's inconsistent as a running back. And he's had his share of injuries. I'm not sold that he's a durable workhorse running back. And in comes Tank Bigsby. Now, Tank Bigsby's college numbers last year, 179 attempts, 970 yards, 5.4 yards per carry, 10 touchdowns on the ground. And he had, just under 1,000 yards last year in college, and he had 1,099 yards in 2021, 4.9 yards per carry, another 10 touchdowns on 223 attempts. So he's around a 200 attempt guy in college, if you kind of average it out, give or take. Tank Bigsby, he's built, he's solid, he's got an amazing stiff arm. He doesn't like to be taken down. He runs angry. Again, this guy's sitting 61st on the consensus rankings amongst running backs. Whereas, like I said, Damian was 21. Value, this guy's even more value, 64th, 65th in PPR amongst running backs. That is insane value. I just did a big money league draft, and literally everyone was sleeping on him. I got him as my RB4-5. Ridiculous guys, great value, and a guy that could take the RB1 spot because, again, going back to what I said with ATN, we're not sure that he is a true workhorse running back. He's showing his signs of injuries. I'm not sold on him particularly, and obviously Jacksonville is not either if they invested early on Tank Bigsby. Now, I love the offense. I love the opportunity for ATN, but he's very expensive. So I'll give you guys some advice here, similarly to what I did last year, and that was fade Rashad Penny and go for Walker later. Well, I'm telling you this again. Fade ATN early, get another workhorse running back, get another player that's a little more secure, and get yourself Tank Bigsby later, and you will, I think, be pleasantly surprised. Big, bad, sleeper, Tank Bigsby, guys. Drop a comment if you like it, if it's making sense to you. Comment, thumbs up, helps the channel. And again, it's outside of the box thinking, whereas everybody will give you a draft kit, or they'll sell you a draft kit, or they'll give you an outdated, I don't even know if I have my outdated magazine here. I got them on the floor here. They're just going to say Tank Bigsby, 65, and then you draft him based on ADP and he breaks out, or you don't draft him and becomes a waiver wire wonder. You're going to be light years ahead here with the 16-round draft, so make sure you guys secure it. All right, let's rip through the last 3 here. Don't have to do as much explaining. Very straightforward. The value is there. Number 3, the guy I'm talking about is Treylon Burks, sitting 39th amongst wide receivers. Now, understand, guys, this guy had himself a mediocre rookie campaign. He was a first-round pick. Finished 79th amongst wide receivers. Nothing great, right? We had what? 54 targets, 444 yards receiving. He had 1 touchdown, but he saw 3 different quarterbacks. It was a disaster for Treylon Burks. Now, from what I understand, they've got Will Levis. They've got Tannehill, who should be starting the season. He's going to try to fight and keep his job. Levis is going to be hungry and behind. Treylon Burks is the wide receiver 1. They've got no one else. He is the guy. They got to throw the ball at some point. Treylon Burks will be a beneficiary. And all I'm saying is you can get him as your wide receiver 3 or 4, let's say. And he's a wide receiver 1 on his team. So I'd rather get a wide receiver 1 value, rounds 5 and 6, they get a wide receiver 2, like a T. Higgins early and invest that pick. Always aim high on the depth chart, and you're doing that with Treylon Burks. Could he explode? Maybe, maybe not. But the fact of the matter is he's value, and he's going to be a great steal. He's a wide receiver 1 on his team, all right? Number 4 here. Again, he's being completely slept on. It's pretty remarkable. He's sitting 46th amongst wide receivers, and he's a wide receiver 1 on his team. Had himself a mediocre campaign. The guy I'm talking about was Deontay Johnson, who finished 28th last year, had 0 touchdowns, but still managed to get 147 targets and 882 yards receiving, and is the wide receiver 1. Now, there is a chance, just a chance, that Pickett could overtake that job. I highly doubt it. Pickett is now integrated. Last year, Bigsby, sorry, I'm still in the tank Bigsby frame of mind. Trubisky, I totally forgot his name. Like, he's not even relevant. I was telling you, do not start Mitch Trubisky. He sucks. Sure enough, he played 7 games, kind of screwed everything up, but had a chance for Kenny Pickett to integrate. Kenny Pickett has come out and said, I want to be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. He's got a great coach, in my opinion, the best coach in the NFL with Tomlin. He believes in his players. That's why he's starting Najee Harris, who's also a steal this year in fantasy. He believes in Najee, he believes in Pickett, he believes in the system, he believes in everything. And Deontay Johnson is a guy you can get. Like, you've gone robust RB, you've anchored your team with an ace quarterback. You're kind of looking for that wide receiver 2 or that wide receiver that's going to give you those safe points and is going to give you the safe, consistent targets, higher end. It's Deontay Johnson. Now, am I excited about Deontay? Not really, but there is some upside with Kenny Pickett, who again is saying he's going to have a great year, great coaching, finally going to get the start this year. And, he's going to be on a relatively efficient offense who's got an improved O-line. They've improved the O-line here in the offseason. So I'm looking at Deontay Johnson and saying, this guy's a steal. I can get this guy mid-round, like around 5, 6, 7, wherever he falls, depending on your league, depending on your people in your league. And I get a wide receiver 1 potentially for absolutely free. Like, you're getting him for immense value after you've gone ahead and structured your team with some robust RBs, maybe another wide receiver or, an ace quarterback, and then maybe you got Josh Allen in the mix with their first 5 picks. And then you go and get yourself a staple of a wide receiver here. Again, am I excited about Deontay Johnson? I'm not giddy about him, no. But I feel that in and around where he's coming off, let's say it's rounds 5 to 7, hypothetically speaking here, based on his ADP, I think he's good value based on that because, again, you are getting yourself a wide receiver 1. There's Drake London in that mix. You've got Treylon Burks. You got Deontay Johnson. You can get other wide receiver 1s. Now, again, I'm not covering it all in this video. You got to get the 60-round draft solution, but you can get a lot of rookie wide receivers that could break out, okay? Well, I'm going to give you guys one with the number 5 sleeper right here, okay? All right, so that's Deontay Johnson. Another guy here sitting 65th on number 5. Number 5, my big bad sleeper here, Jalen Hyde. Okay, now, this is not a sexy pick by any means. It's not over-the-top exciting. He's going to the Giants. The good news, he automatically, by default, is the wide receiver 1 on paper. Jalen Hyde, okay? He's a big guy, 6 foot plus, 180 pounds, round 3 pick. Daniel Jones. Now, Daniel Jones kind of doesn't excite me, okay? But he was 14th in attempts last year, so he does throw the ball. Not as much as, let's say, a Justin Herbert does or someone like that. But he does throw the ball. Hyatt. Now, there is talk that he is a one-trick pony, very, down the field, big catch, big play guy. He had 15 touchdowns in college, 67 receptions last year, 1,267 yards. And, again, he's just a kind of a one-trick pony. So there's a chance that he may not get the volume that we want. And we didn't get that last year with any of the wide receivers from the Giants. But, they've got Wan'Dale Robinson, they got Slayton, they got Paris Campbell, they got Waller there at the tight end position, but they don't really have a true wide receiver 1. Now, am I saying draft Jalen Hyde with the first round, second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round, sixth round? You can get him later. And you're potentially getting a wide receiver 1. He's a sleeper. He's a steal. He's a stash. He's a guy who, again, is in an attractive position, similar to Deontay Johnson, Treylon Burks, who, again, it doesn't look sexy on paper. The quarterback situation is suspect, to say the least. But the advantage is that they are on top of the depth chart, and the surrounding cast around these guys is not pretty. It's not good. It's not attractive. They don't have anyone to compete with. So, let's go over it again. Damian Pierce, Tank Bigsby, Treylon Burks, Deontay Johnson, Jalen Hyde. Are these guys overly exciting? big upside players that are going to be top 5 finishers? Not necessarily. But I will tell you this, that the opportunity predicated on depth chart talent and how these teams invested in these people. We're talking Treylon Burks, a first-round pick. We're talking Deontay Johnson, a bit of consistent wide receiver one. We're talking Jalen Hyde, goes to the top of the depth chart. We're talking Damian Pierce, who's slated to be the RB1 on an improved offense. We're talking Tank Bigsby, where the road to be an RB1 isn't that hard because I don't believe in ATN. I don't believe in the durability of ATN, but I do believe in the offense. So we are looking at a ton of excitement and a ton of upside with these guys, okay? Not a ton of upside, but a ton of values, this word I'm trying to use, with sub upside. That's where I'm trying to get to. You can get these guys on your roster, good value, and you're getting yourselves a top tier player on their respective team. Okay, how that'll translate in fantasy points, unclear. But you don't got to pay a lot to get them. All right, so 5 sleepers for you. Again, there's a ton more. Make sure you guys secure the 60-round draft solution. Smash thumbs up, guys, and drop a comment below. Do you like these sleepers? Which sleeper do you like? Make this interactive. I appreciate you guys. Comments below. We'll talk soon. I'm out. More content coming your way.